Wagwan Comfort Killers, I am Stacey A. Cross, there's no E in my name, and I just want to say this one real quick, because I got to go to a meeting right over there. Real quick. Remain uncomfortable. Stay consistent. Keep going. You remember when you started, how scared you were? How you thought that, damn, could I even think about doing this thing? And the amount of courage that it took to you even get started. You did the research, you committed, you made a decision, you were sick and tired, fed up, and you said, you know what, I'm gonna jump. And then here you are now, months later, years later, and you're like, I can't do it. I quit. Man, those two words right there, that's the death of America right there. I quit. But I just want you for a moment to go back to that state that you were in, that place that you were in, those feelings that you had. It's kind of hard, you know? That's what's wrong with motivation. Because I was on a call. I was on the Power Talk last night. Guys, you missed the Power Talk. How come I didn't see you on the Power Talk? I want to learn more about you. Matter of fact, the link is below. Don't miss the next one. Register now. Get an email update of when it's going to be. It's Thursday. Okay. I'm not going to be, there's no surprise. It's next Thursday. It's February 1st. So jump on the next Power Talk. I want to see you there, learn more about you. But the thing that's upsetting me about motivation, because people want it. They want motivation. They know what they want. They're like, I want motivation. And for me, motivation, was literally 3 days. Motivation came, it tore me up, and I was like, wow, what is this feeling, man? I want to go conquer the world. Ugh, and you look like the thinker statue, and then all of a sudden it disappeared. I was like, where's that motivation? Where is that? Where's that thing? Where's that thing? Where's that thing? And then that's what led me to believe that motivation doesn't even exist. Willpower doesn't even exist, because the thing depletes. And it in that time that you have it, you better jumpstart something so quickly. You better get moving, because it's going to leave. So what do? If you need more motivation, you're on the verge, you're like, man, I want to quit. I don't want you to quit. First of all, I want you to think about why you even started. I want you to think about that day, about the decision, about the commitment that you made for yourself, for your family, for your country, whatever it is. I want you to think about that. Go back into that state, because that shit is real. Then I want you to know about motivation. Motivation doesn't really exist, okay? It's puffed up. If you were to think about motivation, think of it like this. Motivation is movement. It is moving. It is motion. You got to be in motion. So if you're sitting there wallowing and like, oh my God, I don't know. I just haven't had the oomph. I don't have the drive. I just don't have the inspiration. Well, get moving. Do it when you don't want to do it, because motivation's not going to be there forever. And the best thing to know about motivation is that self-motivation, a self-starter, is what you're aiming to be. So before you're like, oh, I need some more motivation, ask the other question and say, how can I become a self-starter? How can I be self-motivated? Because I know that there's going to be these pit stops, these downfalls, these start stops that I need to make sure I'm not there. I'm not going to be succumbing to that life and that feeling of I can't go forward because I don't have the desire anymore. So all you have to do is this thing here. First of all, train yourself. Train yourself. You want to turn motivation into discipline. Discipline outweighs motivation, bar none. Not only that, with discipline, what you want to build is a habit. A habit outweighs everything. If you could turn being a self-starter, being up to it all the time, no matter how you feel, into a habit, you, my friend, have got the key to success. The key to success is turning your addiction, your self-motivation, your self-motivating abilities into a habit. So you get up and you know exactly what you need to do. You boost your own self up. You give your own self endorphins. You are moving and grooving. You're getting things done even when you don't want to. That's the key. Now, how do you build discipline? Stace, okay, that's great. I get it. You're talking a lot of theory, but how do you build it? Here, try this. My mentor, Stuart Wiles, said for him to get his warrior mentality, he started getting some crazy warrior discipline. So what he did at 7:15 every morning, sharp, no matter if it's raining, snowing, cold, breezy, sunshine, went to bed at 1, 2, 3, whatever the case. He got up at 7:15, he was outside in the garden, he moved rocks. He moved rocks. He moved rocks from point A to point B. He picked up the rock, walked it 5 feet, dropped down put it down. Picked up another rock, walked 5 feet, dropped it down. For 10 minutes straight. Now people looking at this cat like, what the hell, man? What are you doing? You looking like a loony bin. No, he's working on his discipline because he knows motivation depletes, it fades away. Willpower don't even exist, all right? So willpower told me to pick up that hamburger. You know, willpower tells us to do a lot of things we don't want to do. A lot of people put willpower as this positive thing. Man, I don't even want to depend on this thing. What I want to depend on is why my heartbeat, this subconscious thing, this bodily thing, I don't ask it to beat. Just want to make sure it's still beating. I just want to make sure it's still beating. I don't ask it to beat. You know, why do we get up and brush our teeth? And we have a way that we brush our teeth, you know? It's habit, you know? We could actually train our brain to become self-motivating ourselves. So how about this? If you're feeling a little low, don't be afraid. As soon as you get up to crank up some crazy motivational on YouTube, something crazy, and just keep rocking it every morning, all day, every morning. Then what happens is that over time you realize you don't even need it. You're pumped up, you're ready to go. Your body's already accustomed to getting that feeling that in the morning there's something that's going to allow my blood is gonna pop. You know, I'm gonna feel great about myself. Then all of a sudden you remove the motivational tool that you're using and your body still does that. That's habit. How long does it take to create a habit? You know, around 21 days. You want to do things consistently for. Anything that you do it consistently. Even if you don't want to do it, just know that, hey, listen, I don't want to do this, but I know what's gonna come out of it. So definitely try that. Willpower sucks. Everyone wants motivation, but no one wants to be a self-starting, motivating, moving, always in motion tool. So do the things and do them when you don't want to, and you will have built some crazy warrior discipline. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're on my Power Talk. If you're not there, I'm not even your friend no more. I'm not your friend no more. I am Stacey A. Cross. There's no E in my name. I dropped a podcast. It's dropped. StaceyACross.com. Go check that out. Subscribe to that. Subscribe to this channel below right there, wherever it is. And let's get this thing done. Remain uncomfortable today. I am.